good afternoon, good morning. My name is Yvette Wanzu and welcome back to Walking with Wanzu. Now, I know it's been a hot minute. Life has really been happening. I've had a lot I've just had a lot on my plate. Both good and bad, a lot of hard lessons, a lot of good wins, but all in all, we'll give thanks because that's just how life is. Some days are good, some days are bad, some days, you just get really hard lessons, but it's just a natural progression of life because as long as you're living, things will continue to happen to you. And you keep pushing and you keep doing the do, which is living and just doing life. So I hope you're well. I hope life has been good and kind to you. How are you really? A bit of pandemic fatigue. I am so over wearing masks. I just want people to see how I have acquired good skills in terms of putting on makeup. I really miss flashing my lipstick shades and just seeing people seeing my beautiful lips and lip color when I have some lipstick on. And really, I just miss what it was like going through life, before the pandemic. I miss hugging people without thinking twice about it. But there are also some wins that have come with it. Let's not lie. Like me, I'm very big on personal space. And so I'm just happy to be able to board a matatu and just sit, and the other person knows that it's not okay to have them come too close to me. I really like that now I can have conversations. I can talk to myself because I talk to myself a lot, and I like that now I can talk to myself behind my mask and nobody can see me when I am in a matatu still, and I'm really vibing to the playlist. I can be able to not only stamp my feet kidogo, but I can be able to nod, and even sometimes once or twice just mime the lyrics and just feel good about it. So there are some perks, but we definitely are over wearing masks. I've even started to get maskne, and I really long for the time or the day that will come when we no longer really have to be in this restricted way of life, because it can get quite frustrating and really tiring. Anyway, other than that, I hope you're doing well. I hope life has been kind to you, and all is fine. I am fine. I've been doing well. I was saying this in the last year, that was 2020, but I feel like it's the same for 2021. 2020 and 2021 have been a very transitional year for me, and transition comes with change. And change can be very difficult, especially if you are accustomed to a certain way of life and a certain pattern and a certain routine, and all that is disrupted or even taken away. And so now you have to form this new routine, you have to form these new habits, you have to restructure, you have to do certain things differently, you have to even seek out different opportunities. And that has been what has been happening for me. And so I recently I moved spaces, I restructured my business, and now I'm in a phase where I'm starting to pursue things that I really love, that I really like, but I'm also trying to get new avenues to be able to just make money and finance the kind of lifestyle that I want for myself and also for my daughter. And that can be hard. That can be hard because for me, I came from a very I had been working the same job for 6 years, and I left, and then I got into entrepreneurship, and I've just been trying to just navigate it. So there have been hard lessons, there have been really, really hard days, there have been days where I have I've made major wins, and I've come home so excited and happy. And it's just been a roller coaster, really. But each day, I take each day at a time, and I just take each day as it comes. And so today I was thinking about something that I had thought about the last couple of weeks. I have been praying, just to be able to get a sense of direction and some guidance as far as what it is that I want to do as I transition, or just what direction to take as I just try to navigate whatever path or phase of my life I'm in right now. And one word that I had that was spoken to me so boldly in my heart and in my spirit was, do it with your chest. Now, I don't know about you, but in nature, I'm very talkative, I'm very expressive, I'm really out there. And there have been times when I've had people, make me feel like I need to dumb it down, or I need to tone down, or I just need to, just be seen and not be heard. And over time, even as I got older, because now as you get older, you transition out of that child, the childish, or the mind of a child of just blissful ignorance, and you're aware that there are dangers, and the world is not just a very happy and peaceful place. People can be mean, and things can happen to you, and you need to be careful. And I learned that over time, I started to tone myself down a bit too much, and I even sight of who it was that I am. So in retrospect, I think I lost my voice, because many times I've seen how I interact with people. I could walk into a room full of opportunities and good vibes, and I'll just be excusing myself through the space. Oh, hi. Oh, how are you? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, let me move for you. Or let her talk, or she just knows, all the right things to say. And there's this, I don't know, it's not even meekness for me. It's just, there's this, and it started as, initially it started in a very small way, and now it's almost become like a part of me, like how I am. I like to play small. I like to appear in spaces, just to be seen and not to be heard. And even sometimes when I feel like what I have to give or what I have to offer is valid and is good, I move about it with so much fear, and so it's like I'm apologizing for my awesomeness. And I do know that there is some level of awesomeness that I have. And it's taken a lot of work to be able to get to even the point where I acknowledge that I do have a certain level of awesomeness, because self-love and self-esteem and just learning to value myself has been a huge part of my healing journey. And I'm still en route. I'm definitely not where I feel I want to be, but have I come a long way? Yes, I have. I definitely appreciate myself more. I love myself more, and I'm just getting to a point where I'm starting to point out and just to look at and to see, what are my giftings, what are my talents, what is that one thing that I do also well and also effortlessly. What is that Yvette effect for me? What is that Wanzu effect that I bring to the table? When I'm asked to do a certain task, or when certain things that I do pass through my hands and I'm able to do them, what is that unique effect that people always know, Wanzu had something to do with it, or this was definitely a Wanzu kind of idea, or a Wanzu plan, or stuff like that. And I'm just getting to the point where I'm really trying to psych myself up to be able to believe in my abilities, to believe that I am intelligent, to believe that I am beautiful, to believe that I am enough, and that I come with a certain level of goodness and awesomeness. And that's not to say that the next person doesn't, but it just says that I as Wanzu, I am a person of value, as a woman, as a mother, but even just as a girl, just as me. My brain is capable of things that I cannot even imagine. My tongue, and I'm so grateful that God has given me the gift of eloquence and the gift of gab and the gift of just, I love to create an effect of happiness and joy. And the other day I was speaking to my cousin, and she described me in a way that I hadn't even thought about it. She told me, whenever you speak and you tone it down a bit, or your spirit is low and you're very calm, which is a good thing. Calmness is not a bad thing. So she was just trying to say that whenever you're a bit low, we get it and we worry, because you're just a very charismatic person. How you express yourself, how you say things, And for me, I never thought of myself as a charismatic person. When you think of the word charisma, even people who come to mind are people like Martin Luther King or Maya Angelou, or just people who have movers and shakers. And so now, even as I say that, I'm just wondering, so what prevents me from being a mover and a shaker? I may not be, and I am not and never will be Maya Angelou, but I know that I am here because of a certain reason and for a purpose, and it's for a great purpose. And there's a reason why, especially in this pandemic, we've lost people. People have lost so many things, but God has continued to be so gracious to me and so kind to me and to provide. But also, I am still here. And so if I am still here, then I'm here for a reason and a purpose. And I cannot continue to play small. I cannot. And I don't know, I don't know where to, I don't see it 5 years from now, 10 months from now, but what I see is what I have here and now, and that's my talents, my skills, my abilities, my wonderful self. And I know deep down that I just need to embrace that and then just move, just put myself out there. I for the longest time have wanted to be in a space where I am able to uplift, motivate, where I am able to interact with people in my sphere of work, where I'm able even just to have a platform like on radio to be able to just share and give of myself with the world and share of my gifts and my talents. And that's something that I cannot pursue if I do not believe in myself. And so as I speak to you this evening, I'm just telling you that I am challenging myself to believe in myself and then go forth, and in everything that I do, to do it with my chest, to give my all, to just show up and just do the thing. And it can be hard because we live in a world that is very judgmental. Look at her, how is she dressed? How does she look? Her voice is too pitchy. I think she's too dark. And people will always have opinions. And that's all they are. They're just opinions. And they're entitled to it because they have eyes they see. They have a voice, they can voice it. But you're you. And I just look around me and I feel like God has given me this sphere. And I've literally not even put my foot in. I've just put in a dot. Like I've just, how you dip your fingers in the water to be able to feel the temperature, whether it's too hot or too cold. I feel like that's all I have done. And so here's my challenge to you this week as you step out, and even as I step out. Tap into your awesomeness. Believe in yourself. Look around you. You are amazing. And I wish, because our loved ones tend to see the good that is in us, I hope, and my prayer for you today is that you come out of yourself and see yourself through the eyes of those that love you, and just see how awesome and wholesome you are. And the power that you possess is so great. It's so great. It's really beyond your imagination. So please tap into it and go forth and just do what you need to do. That's what I'm choosing to do, and I will come back on here and I'll update you and I'll tell you on the progress and how things are going. And we will talk and we will encourage one another and we will empower each other and we will celebrate all the wins and even the lessons that will come out of it, even as we consciously choose to put ourselves out there and pursue that which we dream of and that which we feel is entwined and that will lead us to our true purpose, even as we try to be our authentic selves and tap into our awesomeness. I hope you're doing well. I hope life is being kind to you, and if it isn't, just remember that tough times never last, but tough people do. And in all things there's a lesson. Tap into your awesomeness, tap into your greatness, and believe in yourself. You're here for a reason. We don't know when you leave, but while you're here, make it count. God bless you, and I will see you on the next one. Love and light. I'm out. Peace.